a new video. In today's video, I'm going to be using Nailchemy and Nail Sugar. I've got these pigments to try. They're so pretty. I've got Princess Pixels from Nail Sugar. I absolutely love these. If you're not sure what to get from Nail Sugar, Princess Pixels should be a staple, just saying. Along with the Mystical Mylar, that should be a staple as well. Oh, and Diamond Dust. Oh, I just love them all. Anyway, moving on. We're using Saltstone, which is Nailchemy's white gel polish. I've got 4 tips. I only ever do 4 tips. I don't like the thumbs. So we're going to apply 1 coat of Saltstone to each nail. Nailchemy gel polishes cure in an LED lamp for 30 seconds, which is good. They're also gonna be, I don't know if any of you follow Nailchemy on Instagram or Facebook, but they are soon to be releasing a Hema-Free Gel Polish, which is good for those who prefer the Hema-Free option. How exciting! Any information I have on that, I will let you know as soon as I know, or when it's being released anyway. But there'll probably be a big launch anyway, which I will share to my Facebook group because I get excited. These are the 5 colours that I've chosen. I've got lavender, magenta, purple, turquoise and blue. And now I've got a soft dusty brush I'm going to apply these to the tacky layer of the gel polish. The brushes that I actually use were eye makeup brushes. It was like a set of 10. As far as I was concerned, you had like, I don't do makeup, so I was like 10 brushes for just eyes. I was like, what? So I've got 2 brushes for pigments and 2 brushes for glitter, and I don't know what I've done with the rest of them. These also have a shimmer in them. Now they're called ombre pigments because they are really easy peasy to ombre. Obviously, if you wanted to do a full nail of just 1 pigment, you can, but I'm going to do some ombres because why not? So I'm tapped my brush into the powder pigment, and then I start from the top and I work it down. I was just trying to brush off the loose pigment, but it kind of, yeah, anyway, the further down you go, the less product there's going to be on your brush, so it's going to create like less of a, I don't know, do you know what I mean? And then I just dip into the next colour, and then I'm just going to work that down quickly and then work it over where the purple finished, and they just look really nice, as if by magic. Dun dun dun. I've also decided, I've come to the decision that they all look nicer shiny. They do look nice matte, but I definitely prefer them shiny after what I done today. I'll explain as we go on. You can't see the shimmer as well, but you'll see the shimmer when they're top coated. Then I decided to use purple and turquoise. I really like the turquoise one. If you just put these on white as well, you can put the colour on the top and work it down, and then just leave the white, and they kind of make a really nice coloured ombre with the white. See, like if I'd have just sort of, I always take too much product, but if you just wipe your brush off and just carry on blending that down, that would make a really nice ombre with the white. See these colours together, I love them. Aren't they they're just like the perfect combination of colours, in my opinion. I just think they go so nicely together. Then I've got magenta, and I'm going to use that with the lavender. I like the lavender as well. See, they look really bright in the pots, but they come up a little bit softer. But then you think that's probably because we've got the white underneath, so it's going to make it look a little bit more pastel-y, but you still get a lot of colour. Do you know what I mean? Am I making sense? Okay, now in with was this the lavender? This was, wasn't it? Can you see the shimmer on them? See, I probably could have took that purple up a little bit higher just to get that blend a little bit better, but I do go back in with some pink. And I think that looks quite nice. Quite nice. Okay, so the next one is going to be lavender and turquoise. This time I'm going to start with the lavender at the top. So I think on the other nail, oh no, I meant to start with the, I can't remember, I meant to do it so that the turquoise was opposite from the other nail, and I can't remember. I've just been out to walk the dogs, so I had to stop the voice note. So I've come back and I'm like not sure what I've done and what I haven't done. But look at these two as well, don't they look nice together? Oh, I love those. There's a really nice, there are other colours as well. I'll use them as well for something else, but there are other colours in the pigments collection, which are really nice, and they also have a shimmer. So what I'm going to do is I am sealing the pigment in with some base coat, because this one, and I can't remember which other now, but I'm going to cover two of them with the base coat so that I've got a nice tacky layer ready for my Princess Pixels. I'm only going to cure this for about 10 to 15 seconds, so the base coat is not fully cured. And then I'm going to start by, I just sprinkle this on. And then I use a different brush, and I'm just going to sort of burnish the glitter pixels into that tacky layer. And then what I will do is sometimes I just use my fingers to wipe down the sides and just make sure that all those little pixels are nice and flat on the nail. And then I'll pop that in for the last 15 seconds of curing. Then I'm going to do the same with this one. I can't remember if it's this one or the other one, but one of these I'm going to do like a bubble nail. I've never done a bubble nail. Oh, have I done a bubble nail on my channel? I know I've played around with it before, but I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember. Right, 15 seconds, and then again over with the Princess Pixels. I was going to say it all wrong then. Can you see what's stuck on my brush? That is because it's got a little bit tacky. So, by the way, that noise is the workman. It's not my bum bum. It was like a burp. I will wipe the brush off on my kitchen towel. I'm not going to try and put that back into my pot of Princess Pixels. So we go. So we've got 2 nails covered with Princess Pixels and 2 nails left as they are. This nail I decided to, this is the one that I decided to do the bubble nails with, but I decided to seal the glitter pixels in with some base coat before I went on with the bubbles. Well, the bubble is part of the design. This time I'm going to fully cure the base coat and try and keep it quite thin, because otherwise you're going to start making the nail bulky, which you don't really want to do. So in this little cup, I've put some washing up liquid and some hand soap and some warm water, and over the nail I'm going to put some I was trying to make this a nice thin coat. What I would do next time, I think I would dilute the white with some top coat and then paint it on, but this time I haven't cured that white gel polish. I'm using the metal board. It's the metal file part of the Nailchemy's hand file, to scoop up the bubbles from the cup, and I'm going to place them onto the uncured white gel polish. Then I'm just going to leave it for a few seconds. I don't know that actually done anything, but can you see the whole nail is covered? So the bigger the bubbles, the bigger the little circles you're going to get on the gel polish. Wipe the bubbles off with a lint-free wipe. Don't do that now, Billy. And look, you get these little kind of, I don't know, they look really cool, but also you just get a little glimpse of the Princess Pixels underneath, which I really like. Now, because personally I don't like to wear textured nails, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make sure that this nail is dry. Can you see the Princess Pixels underneath? It's just like a little kind of, hey, I'm here. I'm going to go over with the top coat just to smooth the nail off a little bit. You're still going to see all those little, if you've got one of those fears of holes, you know, what's it called, that You know, people don't like those, all the little holes. This would not be a very good design for them, would it? So I'm going to top coat it so it's nice and smooth. And I'm just going to hold it upside down for a few seconds just before I pop it into the lamp, so that I know that the gel polish is kind of settled, like a bit like you would hard gel. And there we go. I actually quite like that. I think that's quite nice. I wish the bubbles were a little bit bigger, but never mind. It's done. What is done is done. Right, I'm going to use Velvet Matte Top Coat now for one of the, the other nail with the glitter pixels on. I do actually, later on at the very end, I do go over it with a shiny top coat because I do prefer this shiny. But do whatever you like. It looks really nice matted, but I think it needs something on it if it's matted. Look. Oh, you'll see in a minute. And also this one, I decided to matte top coat as well because I'm going to put some crystals on this one. And when I put crystals on a nail, I always like to work on a matte surface. If you want to, you can use your no wipe top coat and then buff the surface where you're going to put them. But I'm not very neat at buffing, so I will just go over with a matte top coat so that the whole nail is just matte finished, because it's just easier for me. Because I'm a little bit lazy. Right, that goes in for 30 seconds. That's what it would look like shiny. I do prefer them shiny, not going to lie. And then this one, I'm going to use the no wipe top coat. So this is going to be a shiny one. And hopefully you'll be able to see can you see the shimmer now? It looks nicer now it's got the top coat on. I haven't used pigments for a long time. I'm not a massive fan of pigments, but because I'm struggling and Nailchemy have just brought these out, I thought, you know what, I'm going to get them and hopefully look at the glitter pixels matte top coated. Don't they look really nice? I was just thinking maybe it would help help me with a little bit of inspiration. I don't know. So yeah, I thought I'd give them a go. Right, I've got some crystals. So I've got the fuchsia blue. I've got I think it was SS16 I used, and SS10s. Then I'm going to use these silver ones from this little box. And I'm also going to use I think they call these ones Aura AB. Yes, they're Aura AB. And I'm going to use the clear AB as well. So they're like the Aura ABs, but they haven't got any foil backing on them, so they're kind of see-through. And I'm going to use these silver caviar beads and the Nailchemy Crystal Totalist Gem Glue and Scarlet Centers, the Crystal Pro, to apply the crystals and the gem glue. So what I was going to say about those clear AB ones is that I done a nail with different colours on it, and where the gems are placed, like depending on which colour they're placed on, they will pick up the colour from the nail, which is quite nice. Just saying. Right, I'm putting the crystals on. We're basically going to do like a necklace. If you are not very good with crystal placement, I mean, I've still got a lot to learn, or not a lot to learn. I just got a lot to, like, you can do so many like crystal placements, but if you are not very good at deciding where to put your crystals, the one that I think looks probably one of the nicest kind of crystal placements is like the necklace kind of shape, where you start from each side of the cuticle area and then bring it down, and then you can just put like some crystals coming down from the center, and I just think it looks really nice. And it's really easy, and it's a crystal placement that you won't forget. Do you know what I mean? But sometimes it's also nice to just kind of wing it. Just like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to throw some crystals on and see what happens. Though sometimes when you do that, do expect it to not look that great, I suppose. Because, you know, I don't know. I've done it before and I've been like, what the heck have I just done? It looks rubbish. Oh, if you get like too much gem glue on, Can you see over on the right hand side there, I've placed 2 caviar beads into that gem glue, because if I'd let that cure, then put the gem glue on to put the caviar beads in, they wouldn't sit snugly to the crystals. So just use any like overflow gem glue that you've got to secure your crystals in. Can you see I'm using I've got like an old detailer brush here. I'm using that to place the gem glue between each of the crystals. I prefer to do it with a brush because I feel like I can be a little bit more precise than what I can be with a crystal picker-upper end, if you know what I mean. I'm going to put the caviar beads into this gem glue that I'm putting between the crystals. If you do find that you put too much gem glue on and you are left with a matte nail but lots of shininess around the crystals, you can put a little bit of matte top coat on a palette, and using a detailer brush, just carefully brush the matte top coat up around the crystals, or like where the excess gem glue is that's shiny. But make sure you don't go over the crystals because they will lose their sparkle. I could probably do that some of the time, but I don't do it because I'm lazy. But I'm just saying, if you wanted to, you could do that. So I'm just filling in the gaps around, the gaps between the crystals with the caviar beads. I think the caviar beads are nice. They just sort of finish off a design and just kind of bulk it out a little bit. Also, like, the more stones and stuff you put together, the stronger they're going to be, I think. There we go. So that's going to go with the lamp. And then I decided we're going to have like a little dangly bit here. So I'm going to put like, I keep saying like, so we're going to put like, I'm going to put 4 crystals here. So I'm going to have 2 of these. Right, no, a silver one. And then 2, I think I put 2. Let me just have a look, I'm not sure. Right, 2 clear ABs. I want a slightly bigger one because I want this to be a kind of statement piece of our necklace. That's not really a necklace, but it kind of is. And then next to those here, I'm going to put some fuchsia blues, roughly the same size as the 2 crystals we've just placed. And then around that, I will place some. All right, yeah, I'm gonna give that a quick flash cure because I'm gonna put using my brush again now. We're gonna go all the way around the stones with the Crystal Totalist gem glue because we're gonna cover these with some caviar beads. But I'm gonna use 2 different shaped caviar beads. Where right in the corners. Oh, I'm gonna put some gem glue just there as well because I'm gonna put some caviar beads there as well. So where the crystals kind of meet in the middle, I'm going to put some bigger caviar beads. You see, just there. And then around the edges, I'm going to put the smaller caviar beads. So the smaller size caviar beads in the box, I will put around the edges as well, just to finish off that design. It makes it look like it's kind of, the stones are set into a, I don't know, it makes it look more like a pendant, I think. Do you know what I mean, Ari? Yeah, if you find it easier, tip some out onto your paper towel. I'm using the wax end of my Crystal Pro. I don't normally do it with the wax end. I normally put a little bit of gem glue on the pointy end and then just use that to pick them up. But I was doing it with the wax end today. I don't know why. Just do what you find easier. And then when you're happy, you can pop that into the lamp for a full 60-second cure. The Crystal Totalist gem glue cures for 60 seconds. So make sure you give them all a full cure. And then I'm going to do something on the ombre nail, the pink and lavender. Because I was getting like mermaid vibes. I thought I would dig out the tack-free Crystal Totalist gem glue. So I'm using this tack-free one because I've already top coated the nail. And if I use the Crystal Totalist gem, no, not the Crystal Totalist, what am I about? The Artisan gel paint with the tacky layer, I'd have to top coat again. But I don't want to do that. So I'm going to use the tack-free one. And I bought this book that Hayley, I think it was, I think it was one that Hayley had. It's got like some really cool stuff in it, and it shows you how to draw them. I'm going to draw like a seashell. Sorry about that, noise everywhere. Oh, my other half's home today, and I hate doing voiceovers when he's home. I find it really awkward, and the dog's trying to chew the toy. Billy, wait. It's a squeaky one, and it's right. So I'm drawing the shell. The shells are really quite easy to draw. I made this one too small, but I'm going to carry on finishing it so that you can see what I actually do. So you've got like you do like the outside edge, and then you put some lines in it, making the center line the tallest, and then you make some like bridges. I don't know the words. I'm so technical. Right, like that. And then on the side of the shell, it's got these little, it's like another bridge, but you bring it down to the center. I'll show you, hang on. Here, look, you start it down a little bit further down and bring it in, and then you do that on the other side as well, like that. And then we're going to do like, oh, stop it, I've got to stop saying like. I've stopped saying basically, and I've replaced it for like. Oh, it's so annoying. There we go, just bring those into the center. It looked weird, it looked too small, so I did wipe it off and do it again, and I made it a little bit bigger, and I'm going to show you it once I have when I made it a little bit bigger. I also put some little lines on, because there were little lines on the actual picture in the book. The book's really good, by the way, for showing you how to draw things, and I thought, yeah, they just look perfect for nails. There we go. So I'm going to do this again, but make it bigger, and then I'm going to pop it in the lamp and cure it for 60 seconds. And this is the finished set. I hope you liked them. If you did, please leave me a like. If you haven't already, do consider subscribing, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so every time I upload you should be informed, fingers crossed. Don't forget to leave me a comment as well, let me know what you think. I'm going to leave Nailchemy's website in the description box below. Also, don't forget you can get 10% off at Nail Sugar using my discount code NATMUG10. All the information will be down below in the description box. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you beautiful lot hopefully tomorrow if I can get a video done. Maybe Wednesday. Okay, love you all, bye.